go back to the Career Center because true confessions, I didn't even know such a thing existed when I was in college. So I never went to the Career Center, just thought I had to do it on my own. And so when I started teaching college students, one of their assignments was literally, you have to go to Career Center, meet with a counselor. I don't even care if you're looking for a job. You have to figure out the resources because I think it's important for students to know. So as a parent who's looking at schools and maybe considering what colleges their students should go to, I mean, what kind of questions should they be asking about the Career Center, Beth?
I mean, I think there's a lot of questions you should ask. I think there's a two-part process. You want to look for schools that have an importance of getting the students engaged to go to career services. One of the biggest challenges, and I've spoken with multiple different heads of career services at different universities, is that it's not a required part of the curriculum. It's optional. Mm-hmm. So they have to launch their own sales campaign just to get kids to come. They have the resources, they have employers, they have people that want to help, but they have to convince students to show up. So that's one thing to understand. I think you want to understand, how do they measure their success rate of kids coming out of school with a job? But the bigger thing is that you as a parent making sure that your student take advantage of these services. Because there's a statistic that 4 in 10 never go at all, and then they come out and they're like, wow, I didn't realize it was going to be this hard. And as I say to everybody, this is the only time in your life that a company is coming to look for you, where you are, either in the career service center or at a career fair. So take advantage of these resources while you have them. And it's kind of, a lot of kids just think, oh, I have plenty of time, or I have family connections and that'll work out for me. But what's happening is they don't realize, one, how hard that is, that the family connections don't always pan out, that it's very competitive to get a job, and they don't have as much time as they think they do. Mm-hmm. And when they finally realize they should have gone sooner, it's harder because they don't have as many internships or experiences, or they didn't start early enough. Now is like main recruiting time for people graduating, by the way, like September, October. Students who are graduating this coming spring right now is a pretty heavy, even back to August it started, especially here we're in finance, it starts early. Mm-hmm. So just that understanding of how early it starts and that you need to take advantage of these resources, they're there for you.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to walk by. We have obviously multiple career centers here, and I know a lot of schools have multiple career centers, sometimes geared towards specific industries or majors, but it's really interesting to see around April how busy they are. April of the year you're graduating, and I'm not going to say it's too late because it's never too late, but it's interesting how many students wait until that point. So if you are listening or you're the loved one of somebody in college, tell them to go now. Yeah. It's not as busy. They don't have to wait in line. They can get in. They can figure out what resources are available, and they can get ahead of the crowd.
Not only that, so many major companies, major sports teams, a lot of kids want to work with different. They have just opened up their internships, like October 1st for the following summer, or they just opened up their jobs right now for the following summer. So. You want to be early. You want to be the first one in. You want to get in before they start filling all the spots. So. Get in now and talk to them, because this is hiring. Some companies, I'll say more finance oriented, they want to have all their hiring done by Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So, and then, people say they didn't know. So here's your secret. We're telling you now, get started early, and it'll really put your student at an advantage.
Yeah.